Hunger.
All right. Hey guys, quick message for y'all. Oops. For y'all today about love. Okay. By the way, guys, I will be having a Venus connection ritual coming up. Um, it'll be coming up before the Sabbath starts. I want to do it prior. In fact, I believe I'm going to do it on the full moon. In fact, yeah, I'm going to do it on the full moon. So make sure that you guys are in the Yule circle because we're going to do a ritual that is going to be centered towards getting the love that you want and basically asking for it during the Yule season. For example, a lot of us want security, we want prosperity, we don't want to struggle, but then again, we want real love in our lives. And I would have put real love in the title, but um, I didn't have enough characters. Like it was over the characters, the 100 character limit. Um, what I've noticed about narcissistic people is that they don't value love. Okay. A lot of them don't value love. This is why a lot of you ladies will find that you'll get into relationships with men that may have money, but they can't give you real love, i.e., the R. Kelly situation. Okay. Remember that? Yeah, I was very disappointed in R. Kelly. Um, yeah, well, he's got other issues anyway. So I don't even know why he was not a good example, but anyway, um, or you may get with a man that may have the ability to really love you, but he's willing to basically not have anything in life. And the one thing that I notice about narcissists is that they're always focused on money. I wouldn't want to be in a relationship with a narcissist that has money or that doesn't have money. Now, typically, narcissistic people, they do have financial issues. This is the reason why when they come in, they tend to create financial problems. However, narcissistic people will latch on to others with money. Okay. And it's typically more so, um, hold on a minute. It's typically money that is connected with trauma, like death in the family and stuff like that. They tend to seek out things like that. I feel like narcissistic people cause death. I feel like they cause early death. Um, I feel like they have a tendency to make choices based upon money. They do, or what they think about money. For example, I make a very decent living doing what I do, but to a narcissist, it's not necessarily enough, probably because of their jealousy. Or they feel as though they have to have more. They're very greedy people. I've noticed that narcissistic people can be very greedy people. They're very focused on money. They're very focused on money. And a lot of them actually do prefer to work for other people because they always want to feel like they're taking away from others. And I've noticed that. I actually had a vision of that, of why there's so many people that are narcissistic, that if you have a successful business, they will want to destroy it, and they feel like you have to listen to them simply because either they couldn't think of that idea, or either they didn't have the success, or they want to go and work for other people so that they can feel as though they are taking away from another person, which is why a lot of y'all will run into narcissistic employees of companies that will treat you like crap. Okay. The narcissistic people are typically the worst, especially if you are dealing with customer service. You do not ever want to deal with a narcissistic person in customer service, because they will absolutely make you hate that company, especially when they're in that narc psychosis. But what I notice about narcissistic people is that they're very jealous. And if they see that your creativity is there, okay, or if they see that you have a good career, they want to destroy it. Okay, they do. They want to destroy it, even though they want money. But narcissistic people tend to earn money that involves trauma to others. Okay, their money has to come in the form of trauma. It makes them feel good to feel as though they are traumatizing another person. Makes them feel good. What you actually want, well, at least what I want, and I guess I'm going to project this out there a little bit. I want a lover that is excited about my ideas, excited about me being a witch, excited about helping to heal the world. And I want a lover that is going to recognize what I am doing is valuable, okay, because I am a healer. Okay. I want a real lover that is happy, that is genuine. Okay. That's not necessarily with me for the money that I earn, and somebody that's not so focused on money. Because when you are, believe it or not, when you focus too much on money, it's, well, especially when you're an entrepreneur. When you are self-employed or an entrepreneur, depending on what you're doing, it actually works against you to obsess about money. Being obsessed with money actually works against you. I want to be in an environment for myself and for my children where you have that security, because security and not being insecure actually attracts money. But to the narcissist, they're pretending to not be insecure, which is why they're typically they're sick. So what a narcissistic person will do is they will gravitate towards someone with money that is emotionally disconnected because they want the money, but they don't want the emotions. And I know for a fact that narcissistic people, they typically have heart problems because they don't use their heart chakra. Nothing is genuine. They don't do things that make them happy. They don't do things because they enjoy doing it. They do it out of duty. Like, for example, if they go on a vacation, if they walk down the street, if they go to the park, instead of them enjoying the moment, instead of them actually enjoying the vacation, they're snapping pictures and videos so that they can upload it to social media with an intent to prove that they did that instead of actually enjoying the moment. So it's a lot of disingenuous energy around them. They're very emotionally disconnected. They can't really experience love or happiness. Happiness is an option for narcissistic people, which is why they go around trying to make other people miserable. Then you have the narcissist that struggles financially. However, they know how to mimic real love. Okay. But it's not exactly real love because they're constantly denying themselves, denying others, or they're constantly expecting, they're constantly going without while expecting you to go without. So there's two different types of narcissistic men. It's the ones that are on the side of struggle financially, but then there's the ones that don't struggle financially. So they're either missing a heart or missing a brain, basically. Okay. Everybody in the world is not narcissistic. They're not. In fact, I feel like narcissism is probably not even a fourth of our population is not narcissistic. I feel like this is a rare condition. Okay. Right. Exactly. Exactly. And you know what? It seems like narcissistic people, this is exactly what I wanted to say, was that they tend to have heart attacks because they're never using their heart chakra. They're never actually experiencing love and nurturing. They refuse to nurture themselves. They totally reject the idea of love. If I were a person that was disconnected emotionally, to a narc, I would be more acceptable because I'm disconnected emotionally. Okay. That's not what you want. You want both love and prosperity in your life. You don't want to have to pick and choose. Many of our, and I believe that movie called The Family Man dealt with this issue of, because he was very rich, very, very rich, but he gave up love to be very, very rich. And he ended up having to get a visit from Don Cheadle, who was the angel of destiny, who showed him what his life would have been had he not went, I guess, on a trip or either to school or some kind of internship to Paris or something. Anyway, he ended up at the end of the movie, he ended up going towards having the best of both worlds because he ended up getting back together with T. Leone while he had love and his money. Okay, so that's a good movie to watch. In fact, I think I'm going to watch that tonight. I'm cooking some some fried fish tonight for dinner. So I'm going to do that and watch this movie because, I don't know. It's one of my favorites with Don Cheadle in it. He plays an angel in this movie. It's a very, very, I highly recommend. It's called The Family Man with Don Cheadle and Nicolas Cage. Hey, love only. Hello. Um, Narcissistic people, even if they have a lot of money, they still don't have security because you just never know when they are going to pull the rug from underneath you. Even if you're with a narcissist with money, they're constantly pulling the rug from underneath you. Constantly. They're in that constant cycle. Narcissistic people are in that constant cycle of breakup, makeup, breakup, makeup. And it's an extremely painful and traumatic cycle that they do. It's extremely painful what they do to their loved ones. They truly believe that by removing love, this is a sense of punishment. And they do it to their kids too. They do. They do. Oh, thank you, love only. They do it to their kids. So, on the full moon, I am offering we're going to do a group ritual for the group. If you guys are in my Yule circle, you can actually be automatically included in this group ritual to where we're asking for, I guess you could say that this would be the perfect life. I believe that life could be perfect, but narcissistic people ruin it. I do. I believe life could be perfect, but it's going to be the perfect, happy life ritual where we are going to manifest a lover or a soulmate. I'd rather have a soulmate than a twin flame because twin flames can be very diabolical and evil. Sometimes your twin flame in this life can be the exact opposite of what you want and what you need or what you're going to accept. Sometimes they're just a lesson. Sometimes they are just a karmic lesson. It's not meant for you to be involved with that person on a romantic capacity at all. At all. Like sometimes it's just and so a lot of people will say, oh, well, the twin flame paradigm is evil, but not for everybody. Some people actually have the ability to love their twin flame and vice versa. So it'll actually be a ritual to pull in the perfect love in your life that is going to support your dreams, that maybe has similar dreams, that understands the value of love and prosperity, and which is stability financially. Because I've noticed that trying to deal with these random connections with people, that I found that it's either a man that lacks vision and creativity, but might be able to give me love or friendship. I'd look at it more of as a friendship and not a serious partner. But then on the other side of the spectrum, it'll be a man that has money, but he's missing a lot on the love capacity, on the genuine friendship capacity. Okay, or he may lack compassion totally and not be able to support me emotionally, or he may be a misogynist that doesn't respect and value myself as a goal-oriented woman. Does that make sense? So If you're in the circle, text me. Okay, text me or either email me and let me know that you want to be in on this full moon ritual, because we actually have a full moon coming up on the 18th. The whole point is to manifest a lover that is compassionate, loving, good in bed, meaning that he has a capacity for intimacy, but that also supports our career goals, that has a career of his own, that is feasible, that is tangible, has a career that where he's actually financially gaining or either stable. Okay, you can either be gaining and growing, or either you can, for me, if I had a husband or a mate that earned, let's say, 150,000 per year, and he earned that for like just a stable amount of time, I would be good with that. Okay. Now, of course, when we have inflation, that means that you always have to grow. The world is actually set up for constant growth. That is where our government, that's why a lot of people look at our government as evil, because every year there's inflation, every year. That's why government employees get a raise every year. I used to be a government employee. That's kind of how they set it up, to where you have to constantly have some kind of growth. But I think that my growth and understanding of that would make up for it. So if he made just at a steady level, you know, this 6-figure salary that I could live with, I could live with him. Exactly. Exactly. But it can't be a man that thinks that, hold on. It can't be a man that thinks that his only job or his only purpose is to have money. He has to have the ability to, number one, be happy, to number two, be healthy, to be a self-healer, okay, to understand the value of even natural healing with nature. He has to be connected with nature. He has to be compassionate. He has to be happy, not miserable. Okay. So those are at least my goals for a person. That is a person that would match me. But I feel like a lot of y'all in the circle have the same aspirations. But what you can do is you can email me or you can text me the perfect man for you, the perfect man for you, the perfect salary for you. Because we're going to be doing some wishes. It's going to be, and you know what? This is the time of the year where people's wishes are coming true. It is. And that's why this time of the year is very valuable. That's why people celebrate Yule, especially with Neptune in transit. You can manifest your, highest dreams in life, your aspirations in life. This is a really good time to do that, with Neptune and Jupiter and Saturn all being in orbit right now. Okay. If you look it up, I'm not lying. They're right there. They're right there staring at us in our faces. And I believe it's Venus too. It's either Venus or Neptune. It may be Venus that I'm thinking about. Anyway, I'm going to be doing a Venus connection ritual for the circle. If you are not in Yule, go ahead and get into it, because we're also doing healing from narcissistic abuse this month as well, because narcissistic people want you to accept one or the other. They feel like you can't have real love and prosperity at the same time. Or we're dealing with these men out here that they want to harm us financially, and they're misogynists, and they feel like, because I'm going to be honest with you, there are a lot of men out here that either live with a mama or their baby mama. They're not financially secure, and they want to block are success and blessings and prosperity. That's their main goal because they don't feel like a man. Did it ever occur to them to seed themselves and to develop themselves into a better person? No, they just stay stuck. Narcissistic men stay stuck. It's like dealing with a 5-year-old. It's like dealing with a child a lot of the times. There's a lot of you women that will stay with somebody like that. I don't judge you. I don't. I don't judge you. For me, I can't deal with it. I don't want to be in a relationship with a narcissistic man because it's all about the showcase. It's not about actually experiencing real happiness. In fact, if you're in a relationship with these people, trust me, you're going to be the most lonely. It's a loneliness, even if you're living in the same house with them, even if you're under the same roof with them. They are so withdrawn and in this narcissistic hell all the time. And this is what they will accept. This is what they will accept. And they'll think that their presence is better than them actually be, they'll think it's okay for them to be there while being totally disconnected from everybody. And I think that a lot of kids, a lot of adults did grow up in that environment to where they had a father or a mother that was there, and your father or your mother may have worked, but they didn't give love. There was no joy. There was no happiness. Someone withholding love for you from you is traumatic. It's trauma. Somebody withholding support or compassion from you is traumatic to the spirit. So, I'm not going to really get into theories as to how the narcissist got there, but I think that there are a lot of you that grew up also to where you had a lot of love, but there wasn't a lot of creative energy to where you could prosper and grow grow financially. So I believe that's why there needs to be a balance. There needs to be a balance: earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. Okay. When you look at the elements represent that, especially water and earth. Water represents love, compassion, healing energy. Earth represents, prosperity, abundance, being secure financially. That's what earth represents, actually, the energies of the north, when you look at the directionals. So I'm going to be doing a focused ritual on the full moon to manifest that, because I've noticed that men that can possibly provide love, they're not necessarily good providers, but in reality, sometimes those men can help women financially, but only for a little while because they don't have enough to talk about. This describes one of my exes. He would have been good to have around because he would have supported me, especially with me being a high priestess, with, cleaning, cooking, which is very valuable actually, because I'm so busy always doing other things. But he was very emotionally abusive sometimes. So that's kind of like one of the drawbacks of being with a man that can possibly give you love, but he's not confident within himself. So every now and then he's got to bring you down and abuse you emotionally. So emotional abuse from anybody always tends to come at the wrong times. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So what we want is to be connected with a man that is balanced, that can give us a mixture of love, stability, has a lot of ideas and creativity, while also being very mentally stable, and then also very protective. So we want an elemental man, is what we want. We want somebody that is balanced, that can give us love and security and stability, and not just money. I've never been the type of person that just wanted a man so that I could go to him for money. Or, I'd rather live in a smaller house than to be with a man that just, I want to, if I'm going to live in a big house, I want that house to be filled with so much love and happiness to where we're just happy. You know what I'm saying? I don't want, to live in a big house with a man that is totally withdrawn, disconnected emotionally, horrible in bed. I don't want to be in a dysfunctional relationship with my husband to where, either he has to go out and cheat to get love, because a lot of times what I found, especially the past couple of years, is that I was a love supply for a narcissist who was starving in love. Starving. He was starving in love. And since I am such a loving person, that's kind of where the connection was at, because I was giving love, but I wasn't receiving it in return. Not by a a shot. I was not receiving what I was giving in love, which basically brought me to it. It would deplete me energetically, because you're supposed to be in a synergy with your partner. You're not supposed to, be feeling as though, oh, I'm giving and giving you love, but I'm not receiving anything in return. You see what I'm saying? So it needs to be like I'm looking for the perfect partner. I'm looking for somebody perfect. Perfect for me. Some people don't mind that. Some people hate love. Some people hate emotions. I want a man that I can sit up here and we watch a movie together, and on those touching parts, he cries with me and we cry together. I want somebody that when he makes love to me, he can look at me in my eyes. You know what I'm saying? And truly connect with me on a tantric level. I don't want somebody that is disconnected from everything. And so many people are. So we're going to be doing a Venus connection ritual on the 18th. So get in the circle. Okay, this is something that I'm going to be offering as an espit for the Yule Sabbath. Okay, because Yule within itself, that's celebrating. And so what is Yule? A lot of y'all are wondering, what is Yule? What is a Sabbath ritual, period? A Sabbath ritual is where you are venerating the ancestors. You are working with certain deities of that particular season to, especially this is the winter solstice. So the winter solstice is all about survival. It's all about surviving the winter. It's all about surviving the harsh climate, and having warmth and having stability. You know, having protection from the Grinch that tries to steal Christmas. Having protection from people, because you see them out there all the time as we draw closer to Christmas. And Father Odin is who we work with, among other deities. Papa Legba, Kali Ma, to protect us against the demons of poverty, the demons of sickness. Okay, so that's the whole point. That's the whole purpose of that. However, I do offer SBITs for the circle. Okay. And so this will be an SBIT that I'm offering, and you are more than welcome to donate extra for this ritual so that we can make it great. Okay, if you're already in the circle, or if you want to get in the circle, if you want to say, hey, Jamila, you know what I'm saying? I really like what I'm hearing you saying. And it doesn't mean that we're going to manifest it overnight. There's a lot of people that truly don't understand magic. Just because you do a ritual doesn't mean that it's going to happen overnight. Okay, the people that don't believe in witchcraft, they're constantly trying to make it seem like witchcraft is not real, which we all know is not the truth. They try to pretend as though a ritual or a spell is supposed to happen overnight. Now, typically with your cleanses, you can feel the difference overnight, and even with banishing work, or sometimes with banishing work, or with money work. Money work is something that if I do a money spell for you, you're going to see the results instantly depending on your goal. If you want fast money, if you need quick money, I can get money to you within 24 hours. So there's different time frames, but with love, love takes time. So some of you may manifest this perfect lover immediately. Never know. But some of you, it may take a while. Okay, especially with the narcissist. Okay, typically when you see the gang stalkers, these are narcissistic people that want to ruin things because they have been indoctrinated with a set of beliefs. Okay, narcissistic people are indoctrinated. They have a lot of indoctrinated. They always see things in black and white. Okay, and that's why you don't get along with them, because they feel as though they're too insecure. Okay, they really are. They're way too insecure for me. I can't deal with a narcissistic person because that insecurity will hurt you financially. Just the energy of being insecure like that. Okay, I'm an entrepreneur. I don't have time for insecure people. Okay, or an insecure lover. I don't have time for that. Okay, and we want somebody like-minded. I believe that they are out there, but I believe that people, they need so much attention and time to work on them. You know, as a witch, you feel like you're constantly working on them, you know, and that's just not cool because we're all grown, you know. I mean, so, you know, it's time for us to manifest a new lover. Yeah. Yeah, some of them do have succubus energy. Some of them do, I agree. That I've been replenishing myself because I have been dealing with a particularly huge amount of, you know, these people, you know, trying to feed off of me as if I'm supposed to feed an entire village or something. I don't freaking know. And then they don't want to pay me either. So, you know, I've noticed the group of narcissistic gang stalkers, they want free work. Remember I told y'all that they want you to do work on them for free. They feel like somebody owes them something. So, you know, and they don't respect. They really don't. They don't respect what you do. In fact, narcissistic people have really irritated a lot of witches that practice the craft. We don't want to be bothered. I'm just keeping it real with y'all. It, you know, especially when your life purpose is way too important. So make sure that if you're not in the Yule circle that you get in, because I need to order the candles. Okay, I need to make sure that I get the candles here. Hopefully I'll be able to get them. Well, actually I will be able to get them here because I can get them. It's a couple of different places because normally what I do is I will order my candles from Amazon. But Y'all heard about what happened to the Amazon facility. So I'm wondering if they're having trouble with order fulfillment. I don't know. Yeah, love only. The cleanses actually do work factually when it comes to that. You need a cleanse, is what you need. Yeah, I'm going to take one tonight also, later on tonight. I'll be taking one because I had some people just dumping all of their crap onto me purposefully. They did it purposely, dumping a bunch of crap onto me, and I can't take it. I'm in hermit mode with an exception of clients and my kids. Okay, so anyway, that is it. My Yule Circle is $50. That's it. Otherwise, the Yule Sabbath that we do on the 21st is when we're going to venerate the ancestors. We're going to give them offerings. You are so cute, Kitty. My cat is so cute. She's reaching for me. I love you so much. Look at her, y'all. She is so cute. Say hi to you too, baby. Say hi. Say hi. See, she knows how to say hi. So yeah, that's what we're doing is going down. I personally feel like I'm taking my life back from the narcissists and the evil and the gang stalkers too. Okay. Did y'all enjoy those readings that I did earlier? Okay, cool. Works for me. Works for me. Now I think the 18th is actually on a Friday, if I'm not mistaken. I need to get a calendar up in here. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, so actually, the full moon is actually on Saturday. Okay, but we'll still be in full moon energy. Okay, we'll still be in full moon energy on Friday, and I believe that that is when I am going to do the ritual. Is going to be on Friday. Okay, so um, the candles that I'm going to get, they'll be going like all night that night. So if you guys don't get added until Saturday, that's fine. Okay, because I can add people to it. Just if you're already in my Yule circle, just email me or text me what it is that you're looking for in a partner, in a lover. A lot of you guys are focused on other things, which is understandable. It's understandable that you're focused on other things that you feel is more important than love. And that's understandable because a lot of people, but don't let that person stop letting evil people stop you from loving, from finding love in life. That's what they want you to do. Okay, stop allowing evil people to stop you from seeking love. I can sense because I'm dealing with somebody that's a practitioner as well, and I can feel it around my heart chakra where he's trying to bind me to him, and it's just not gonna happen. Okay, it's not. You know, that's just it is what it is. Okay. It's nice to have a man, a masculine man, but when that masculine man turns on you, it's like dealing with Cujo. It's like dealing with Cujo literally. Okay. So I can't deal with that. I can't deal with somebody that has a dark side to them that comes out every now and then and snarls at me and attacks me. I can't do it. I can't. Okay. Just you know what I'm saying? So anyway, that's just where that's at, you know. And you know what God tells me before I go, because I gotta go. I have an appointment scheduled. I have someone scheduled. Um, what God is telling me is that you can be happy. Don't let the unhappy people of this world ruin your happiness. Okay. Don't let them do that, because that's exactly what they're constantly trying to do. And when you trust in God, no matter what they throw at you, it's going to be okay. No matter what they throw at you, they throw a lot at you. Unhappy people, misery loves company. Okay. That's it, guys. I'll see y'all later. Love and light.